Peace, love, and light to everyone watching once again. I appreciate you for viewing once again. I would like to send love, peace, and light to you on your journey. To everyone fighting battles, I would like to send love, peace, and light. To everyone trying to make ends meet, I send you love, peace, and light on your journey. Once again, I would just like to come on here and just to encourage you watching me right now on your journey, just to give you empowerment, just to inspire you in these critical times, in these confusing times, just to remind you even that you have the power, that you had the power, and that you will always have the power. Again, always ensure that you are the one leading yourself, that you are the one thinking for yourself. All right? Because again, if someone is able to control your thinking, they are actually able to control you. If someone is able to control your thinking, they are actually able to control you. So I would like to send love, peace, and light to everyone viewing me right now, to everyone going through hard times in these critical times, to everyone confused, to everyone struggling. Would love to send love, peace, and light towards you. This evening, I would just like to basically touch on the topic again of the mind, of the power of thinking. By now, you should know that we live in a system that targets the mind. Everything that operates within this system basically targets the mind. Whether it's good or whether it's bad, it's targeting the mind. The mind is the most important thing. So you should know how to protect your mind. You should know how to cleanse your mind. And you should know how to feed your mind. Alright? So by now, you should know by now we live in a system that always targets the mind, as I said. So we have to think back. Let's think back. School. Now, first I would like to say I am not coming here to downplay school. I do believe schooling is very important. Right? We need lawyers in this world. We need accountants, we need doctors. So you have to go through the process of schooling. But you have to understand from a very young age, that's when we human beings are more open. That's when our minds are more at the grasping stage. Let's say from the ages of, let's say 3 years old to, in fact, it never even stops. But in the earlier ages, that's when your mind grasps things quicker. That's when your mind wants to learn, because your mind is in actually crucial need of adjusting to this world. So when you're young, you're placed in school. So you have to understand, school don't teach you how to think. School teach you what to think. Again, school don't teach you how to think. School teach you what to think. Let's pause for a minute. Just think back. Or in fact, just think about the day that you had. If we look outside your window, you will see that even when you look at the television, everyone acts like everyone. Everyone acts like everyone. Now you have to understand, in life could be anything. But yet we live in a world where everyone is like everyone. You would hardly find people that step outside the box. And those people that do step out the box actually have a different mindset. But let's just think for a minute. School don't teach you how to think, they teach you what to think. At the earlier age in your life, you are being conditioned. At the early age in your life, you're actually being conditioned. They prepare you for the world, right? They prepare you for the world, right? So you go to school for let's say 15 years. And then you dropped into the world. They say after school you're gonna be successful. Depending on how well you do in school, you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be a millionaire and all this kind of thing, right? Again, life could be anything that you want it to be, but yet still what we see is people trying to be like other people because we were never taught how to think. We were never taught how to use our brain. It's like, let's say like for the first time you're actually being given a phone, but you don't know how to use the phone. So when you buy something, when you get something, when you get a brand new device, it comes with a manual, right? We didn't get that. We didn't get that. How well do you know yourself? How well do you know yourself? You see, we didn't get a manual to show us how to use our mind. Most importantly, we were just placed in a system that fed us what we wanted, what they wanted, sorry. Right? But at some point in your life, you will reach a certain age. In fact, most people, I won't say all, but at some point in your life, you should actually reach a certain age for you to realize that it's all bullshit. That is all bullshit. Again, we were not taught how to think. We were taught what to think. So I encourage you watching me right now, just take time, reflect, spend time by yourself for a bit. Try to figure out yourself. Try to figure out what you really want. Right? Because you see, we live in a world, in a system. People are depressed. Lots of people are fighting depression. People will be quick to say, okay, it's probably it's the parenting, but you have to understand, even your parents were unaware. Even your parents' parents were unaware. Even your parents' parents' parents were unaware. So it's actually been passed down through generations unconsciously. So again, there's actually no one else to blame. There's actually no one to blame. We cannot really point fingers at anyone. You cannot really point fingers at your parents for feeding you that certain lifestyle or feeding you that certain information, because at the end of the day, they didn't really know. Understand? But at some point in your life, you have to realize that we weren't really taught how to think, but we were taught what to think. Again, I'm not fighting the schooling system. I do believe in schooling, you know, but I also believe anyone can pick up a book and learn something. But that's just me. I do believe anyone can pick up a book and learn something, you know. But again, in this world, we do need accountants, we need doctors. So, people need the proper education. So I support the schooling system to a certain extent, you know. But again, the schooling should never stop. When you leave school after 15 years, the schooling, the learning doesn't stop there. You understand? The learning don't stop after 15 years. In fact, the learning never stops. The learning actually never stops. So again, just want to encourage you to take time alone, spend time trying to figure out yourself and what you actually really want for yourself. You know, think of generations to come. Think of your offsprings. You know, create something that will last generations. You know, start something with yourself. Let it pass down. You know, the chain, the cycle will actually never break if no one sees the problem. You know, so create something for yourself, but not only for yourself, but that can actually go down the line. Because whether you like it or not, whatever you do will affect those coming after you. So, you know, just take time to figure out what actually is holding you back or what have actually held your family back. Probably it's a state of thinking, a generational curse, you know. Probably it could be a disease that runs in the family. You know, there's a lot of things that pass down, but I don't want to get too deep into that. But there's a lot of things that pass down from generation to generation that actually never breaks until one person steps up. Because it will never end until one person makes a change. So again, you the viewer watch me right now, you know, try to create something for not only yourself, but the generations to come. Try to create a dynasty for yourself and your family, you know. Try to change the thinking. You know, most of us don't really have the proper parents to give us the right knowledge, but you have to understand the power is still in our hands. Yes, our parents actually did the best they could, right? So now you are actually at the age where you can think on your own. You actually at the age where you can walk, you can talk, you can get up, make your own food, you can get up and make a decision for yourself. So that shows that you have the power right now. You know, try to break that generational curse that have been passing down unconsciously. The state of mind, the way that your family have been conditioned to think, probably the way that you've been thinking. You know, you catch yourself thinking in certain ways that you don't really agree with. Because again, we have demons to face. We have demons to face, right? So again, I would just like to remind you that we were never taught how to think. We were taught what to think. And we are always being bombarded with it. We are always being bombarded by the music you listen to, by the food you eat, by the people you hang around with. You can't really escape it though, but you can control yourself. So again, I encourage you to take time alone, try to figure out your mind, try to do some mental cleansing, you know, and try to see what you can create, not only for yourself, but for generations to come. Once again, I send you love, peace, and light on your journey. We will see you next time.